takes a spark to get a fire going.
Hey friends, this is the song Pass It On in the key of G. This is a really simple way to chord along to this song, and I hope you have so much fun. If you click below the video, you will find description, and that'll be the link to the chord sheet that you can print out, and it'll make a lot more sense for you. All right, so let's jump in. So we have G, A minor, B minor, C, D, and then we have an E minor. So I have kind of stripped out the extended chords to kind of simplify the journey for you. All right, so let's take a look at the G chord. So if we look for this group of 3 black notes, you could play every other note there, and we have a G chord there, G, B, D. All right. If you hold that shape, so to speak, in your right hand and just move it up one set of notes, you're in the A minor position. So let's play A, C, E. Okay. All right, the next one, let's just move up one set of notes again. And actually, if you use fingers 1, 2, 3, we're going to play B, D, and then this black note at the top, which is F sharp. And that's a B minor chord. So you have white, white, black, kind of like this curved line. Okay, B, D, F sharp. Okay, then just move up one set of notes back into that kind of original position where we're playing 1, 3, 5. So we have C chord here, C, E, G. Okay, perfect. One set of notes again, and then you just want to pick up this black note in the middle. So we have D, F sharp, A, and that's a D major chord. Okay, and that makes a triangle shape, if that helps to just see that as that shape. And then our last and final chord, if you just move up one set of notes, you're in the E minor position. So we have E, G, B. Okay, perfect. So let's review those chords. We just start with our G, A minor, B minor. I'm going to use fingers 1, 2, 3, C, D, which is that triangle with that black note in the middle, and then our E minor. All right, let's take a look at the left hand. We're going to be playing just single notes down here. So I want you to put your pinky on G, lay these 5 fingers out, and keep your hands here, your fingers here the whole song. That'll help to simplify it as well. So we're just going to be playing G to G chord up here. Single note, left hand, right hand chord. And then we have our A minor to A in the bass. B minor. Okay. C chord. And then we have that D triangle on our right hand to D in the bass. And then the only trick that we'll do when we play that E minor, notice how I just opened up my left hand thumb one note. I didn't want to move my hand and lose where I was at. So you're just playing that E minor by just swinging that thumb open one note. All right, I'm going to sing through verse 1. There's a lot of repetition in this song. So I'm going to sing through verse 1, add the vocals in, and then the rhythm, and then we'll break down the rhythm for you, okay? All right.
It only takes a spark to get a fire going, and soon all those around can warm up in its glowing. That's how it is with God's love. Once you've experienced it, you spread His love to everyone you want to pass it on.
Okay, so how we're bringing those 2 hands together is very simply put, together, then just the right hand. Together, right. Together, right. Together, right. This 1-to-2 ratio works beautifully with songs that are written in 4/4 time signature. So that's how this one works so nicely with that. You'll also see I write the chord above the word or the syllable or the space in which that next chord should change. So it's not always, it's always going to be 4 beats, or it's always going to be 2 beats, or it's going to be 1, so there's going to be a little bit of You're going to have to figure that out a bit but I really try to be particular in our chord sheets to help you out in that way. But eventually your ear will anticipate the chord change coming. All right, so if you didn't catch this by looking at the printable, the verse 1, 2, and 3 are exactly the same. So once we tackle this verse 1, it's just put on repeat, rinse and repeat, rinse and repeat, okay? All right, let's start out with that G chord. And you could just do right hand only when you're beginning and then layer the left hand in when you feel confident, all right? So we start out with that G to G. It only takes a, move to that B minor, spark to C, get a fire, D chord, going. I kind of pause here for a while and back to the G. Soon all those B minor round can see, warm up in its D, glowing. Okay, if you didn't pick that up, the verse, the lines 1 and 2 are the exact same. G, B minor, C, D. G, B minor, C, D. So there's the 2 repetition things in our song. Okay, let's go to that third line. That's how it is. That's how it is with G. Got to love A minor. Once, here's that D. You've, here's B minor. Experienced E minor. It, okay, A minor. You spread his love to G. Everyone, you, C chord. 1, 2, D triangle here. Pass it, G, on. Okay, so that third line is going to be a bit trickier because your chord changes are quite quick. Let's just review that third line there. That's how it is with G. God's love, A minor. Once, D. You've, B minor, E minor. Okay, so it's a quick kind of together, right switch, together, right switch, together, right switch, together, right switch, or right left, I should say. Together, right. I apologize. Together, right. So you're switching a chord basically per beat, you know, so you're going together, right, together, right. I hope I said that right. Anyway, there's a quick chord progression in that third line, okay? So take note of that, and you might want to go back to how I broke that down into a little bit slower steps. All right, I'm going to play it beginning to end. There is a lot of repetition here, so just play right hand only, then left hand only, then bring the 2 hands together. And remember, lines 1 and 2 are the same, and then that third line just might need to take a little bit of time working through those chord changes. All right. When you mess up with me, just find your next word, syllable, chord that you can hop in with me and keep going. You could do it. Here we go. It only takes a spark to get a fire going, and soon all those can warm up in its glowing. That's how it is with God's love. Once you've experienced it, you spread His love to everyone. You want to pass it on. What a wondrous time is spring, when all the trees are budding. The birds begin to sing, the flowers start their bloom.
want to sing, it's fresh like spring. You want to pass it on. I wish for you, my friend, this happiness that I found. You can depend on Him. It matters not where you're bound. I'll shout it from the mountaintop. I want my world to know the Lord of love has come to me. I want to pass it on. The Lord of love has come to me. I want to pass it on. I want to pass it on. I'll shout it from the mountaintop. I want my